Thursday in the afternoon. Thursday, I don't care about you. Well, come again next Thursday afternoon. Thursday doesn't even start. Thursday night. Thursday's just got far to go. Thursday, watch the walls instead.
We can make plans for Thursday night.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Actor Rainn Wilson Instagrammed a noose that was hung in a tree in his African-American neighbor's front yard. The Office star wanted to use his platform to remind people that racism is still very much alive and well. Wilson wrote on Instagram, "This was hung in a tree in my neighbor's yard in suburban Los Angeles, to be found by her 17-year-old daughter." Many folks are in denial about the extent to which racism exists in our country in 2019. According to Wilson, after his neighbor had reported the incident, the police brushed it off, essentially asking, "What's the big deal?" I think that might be part of the problem. Today solemnly marks the 75th anniversary of the Allied invasion of Normandy, codenamed Operation Neptune, but it's best known as D-Day. Here, Breaking Bad actor Bryan Cranston reads a letter from one of the soldiers from Normandy Beach who wrote to his wife back home about the unimaginable terrors unfolding before his eyes. The letter was written by 32-year-old PFC Dominic Bart, who was part of Operation Overload. Bryan reads this letter to Dom's wife, Mildred, over remastered 4K footage from the Normandy Beach landing.
It was 6:30 in the morning, just about to land. We didn't have a chance to fight back. My sweet Mildred. In the faraway distance, one could hear the rumble of the artillery and the brrrp of machine gun fire. The elements were at their worst, and our landing craft was half filled with water. We used our helmets to throw it overboard, and I never thought we would make it. Some of the boats never reached the shore. It was a horrible sight. The word came, "Let's go." There we were in combat, something new in my life. We didn't have a chance to fight back. We were dropped into the water over our heads. With a stream of lead coming at us, we were at the mercy of the Germans. I floated around in the water and was more dead than alive. It was impossible to get ashore. Got to the beach half frozen and passed out. When I came to, the fighting was at a climax. I pulled myself together and sought a rifle, and around I went trying to find my outfit. Gracious Lord, what was left of them? Just 25 out of 160. Our position was desperate, but with sheer will, fear, and luck, we overcame all obstacles and pushed inland to capture our first town. Our outfit can be proud of the part that we played in helping to win this war. Today was declared a holiday by Eisenhower, in memoriam of the boys who paid the supreme sacrifice. It was a simple requiem, but with plenty of meaning behind it. Bye, my sweet. Love and kisses, Dom.
The tiny house craze is sweeping the nation.
I never thought 250 square feet could be so big.
It's so adorable. Let's get it.
But sooner or later, the fact you're living in a shed with a closet the size of a suitcase and a bathroom with a shower you can't turn around in will catch up with you. So HGTV presents Tiny House Hunters 1 year later.
Honey, it's your turn to let the dog out.
Okay. Oh, you can't even sit up in this stupid loft.
Once happy, idealistic young couples realize there's a downside to downsizing.
appetizing.
Oh my gosh, what died in here?
Hey, I can't help it. The bathroom is a foot away from the stinking kitchen.
Tiny House Hunters, 1 year later.
That's it. I want a divorce.
Fine. Who gets the house?
You do.
Oh, no. You do.
No, you.
No. You're getting the house.
No, I don't want it. You can have it.
Tiny House Hunters on HGTV. And coming soon from the creators of Property Brothers, it's Property Conjoined Twins.
This week, Donald Trump viciously attacked Meghan Markle and Bette Midler. But a dictator who feeds his relatives to starving dogs and shoots them with anti-aircraft guns, Kim Jong-un, is his homie. Meanwhile, Trump visited Normandy to mark the 75th anniversary of D-Day, 75 years since men attacked a beach in a torrent of bullets and bombs. Luckily, Trump's bone spurs weren't acting up, and it wasn't raining, so he was able to attend. The U.S. Army announced that next year it will begin testing a hypersonic weapon. That's a weapon that's so fast it can fly around the world faster than a Donald Trump tweet. Some dude in Texas opened his front door and saw an alligator on his porch. Reptile experts say that this is the typical time of year when alligators enjoy ringing doorbells and then running away. Nickelodeon announced a new animated prequel to SpongeBob. Great! I've got the perfect working title, Sponge Baby Square Pampers. Oakland has just decriminalized hallucinogenic mushrooms and peyote. Oaklanders are hoping that if they ingest enough of that stuff, they'll forget that they're actually living in Oakland. It's now illegal in New York to declaw a cat. Wow, a cat with no claws is like watching The View on mute. A strike at the world's largest Nutella factory in France has ended. The strike lasted more than a week. During that time, it's estimated that collectively, people around the world lost over 7 million pounds. Time for Nobody Gives a YouTube has tightened its rules against hate speech. Good. Now maybe I won't get so many vicious comments about my childhood videos. Hey YouTube, nobody gives a They're bringing back the sitcom Punky Brewster, but this time without all the sex and violence. Hey, people named Soleil, nobody gives a Lynx body spray has a new scent that lets you smell like an Xbox. Whatever that smells like. I'm a PlayStation guy. I think the next inspiring fragrance should be called Your Parents Live Upstairs. Hey, stupid fragrances. Nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live starring Frank D'Angelo, Tuesdays and Thursdays for NSS Live.